Hello, everybody. Now we got some updates to do here. Nine Pools is coming along. We've created a couple of spots for our entertainers. In fact, I think we have three now, which is Grezzel, Brad, and Jake Grezzel. That's the names we gave these guys, these characters. And I've created spots for them where they can entertain and kind of give a visual static display, as it were. And we have Brad there. He's our entertainer. There's an Ely, he's another one. I got him over on the inside there where we're working with the subs. But for right now, this is Brad. Jack Grezzel is next door. And I created these two spots that the guests can't get to. I was able to put the entertainers there, and they really can't go anywhere. They just sit there and entertain. See, on Planet Coaster, you're able to put a facility there where they could go and they could rest and then come back out and stuff like that. But I can't find out how to do it here in OelGrez 2. So what I did is just created a pathway. I put that square pool in there, and it's got wave machines in there to create the waves. So it kind of just like creating a stage-like environment with a real actor out front. I did the same with Jack Grezzel. And he created this big screen with his performance going on. And then I have him out front, so it's like it's projecting what he's doing on the screen. But not per se, so it's all recorded, say. But it kind of adds to the park. And as guests are going along the pathways and stuff, they can see these displays that I put up. And I'm going to create another one here for Grez, way off to the left there. I got a spot for him, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I want to incorporate the area, like the river track and all that, kind of bring that theme over to his spot to create something there, like I did with Jack Grezzel, where I give it the impression that it might be near underwater research type stuff. And that's what I'm going to be creating with the buildings. Give it like there's an organization and they're doing research and stuff here in this area that has just been maybe oh, hold on. Alright, I'm back, Mr. Voice over here. What we're doing is we're creating an area for Grezzel, kind of Grezzel's den, that kind of thing that I've been carrying through my parks. Grezzel was one of my first characters I rolled up when I played WoW. So Grezzel goes back a long way. Because it's Grezzel and Taz, but I don't see no way of getting a cat here in this OelGrez 2. But that's alright though. I have Grezzel. I've taken him through World of Warcraft, Ark. There's other couple things I've had him. So he's kind of been through all the games, and he was my main to begin with. When we switched servers, I couldn't take the name because it was already taken. So I had to change it, so that's how I became OelGrez, which was suggested by my Northern Lights member. He suggested that I change to OelGrez, and I was able to use the actual spelling without a bunch of different numbers and letters afterwards. So that's where OelGrez comes from. Taz was the pet that we tamed when I was level 10, I do believe you could tame. And I tamed him when he was 8. And then we went on all through all the different levels till the highest one that Grezzel made before I stopped playing. That's the backstory for Grezzel. So the stuff you see, put like the Viking type look and that kind of thing, it would be something maybe that you run across in World of Warcraft or Minecraft. Or I did a lot of stuff in Minecraft. I had a couple dwarves I ran. I before was Sanus and Gabriel. Well, this character looked a lot like Sanus, so I could have used Sanus, but I wanted to bring the Grezzel, like the Grezzel's Den type franchise in. And I think right here where I have his little place, I might put a Grezzel's Den maybe, where people can come up and get stuff to eat. Because that was a big part of WoW, was learning to cook, different recipes, different stuff like that. So it fits in with this scene. You can build a restaurant. Say, here you go, this is Grezzel's Den, and we're serving OelGrez burgers. Yeah, you can change the menu on some of this stuff. So you can create a custom shop using the shops they give us. And I was doing that with Roller Coaster, Planet Coaster, and I'm trying to do the same thing here, Planet Coaster 2, which is more a water park type environment than it is just an amusement park. But I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun building these subs. I kind of played around with it when it first came out, and I saw something where you could attach to the ride itself, and my friend, man, he's got one where he's got covered wagons. It's part of the ride, so as we get on, you're on this covered wagon going down this roller coaster. It looks pretty cool. I can't wait to try it out. Plus, he's got a track riding, or using the old-fashioned cars going through an old western dusty town, and the road is all dusty. It's cool as heck. So I'm looking forward to him publishing that and posting it, and then I can go visit and I'll get some footage of that. But man, he's good. He's good at taking something, putting it in place, and blending in with the surroundings. It looks like it's always been there. It wasn't just placed there. It's actually thought out. The pathways are foliage and fencing and stuff like that. He does an awesome job. That's why I like checking his parks out when he puts them up. And so we're just we've been learning Roller Coaster Planet 2 since it's been out. They're discovering with the new updates and stuff, different things we can do. Like when I first started building these subs, I didn't realize the customers that sit inside on the ride could actually see through the what you're building around the boat itself. And one thing I found out too with this here, if you listen, because I'm using the river boats, you get the sound of the chugging engine. So from on the outside or from the inside, you can hear the sub itself actually going through the water. So it brings the sound of the sub by using this here. I tried doing something similar on the lazy river with the raft and the circular inner tubes. The only problem is those things float and they spin. So your whatever building on will spin too along with that. So I thought that'd be good for like maybe doing a diving bell or something, where you can simulate it going down and having it spin. But I got some other plans. I got some flat rides put inside. Like I said, the ones from I did before, I want to redo it, but now I can do it knowing how I could close that all up and make that part of the interior, and then put a couple pools on top, which will be Hilltop Splash Down, and I'll put my one slide down. So it's pretty good. Here we go. Let's take a look. I want to see what it looks like if we stand back. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. Like I said, I've been just kind of experimenting with this. Coaster Planet 2, there's a way of creating areas like this where the guests can interact with these actors. But if I put them out there on the pathway, they tend to create bottlenecks sometimes because they stop, do their thing, and people stop and gather around. But guests can't get to them, and they can't get to the pathway, so they have them isolated. I did Jack Rousseau first, trade that area, but I used that screen. I used it over in that other building with Jack Rousseau, and I traded another one too with Ely. He's the same as Brad, but he's on the inside of it. That's going to be the dark ride. He's going to be on the inside. So they're kind of like brothers. You got Brad and you got Ely. I-L-Y. I-L-Y. I live on the inside. Right now we're going to work on getting something built up for Grezzel. I got a couple ideas. Like I said, what I can do off to the right here, there you go, there's Grezzel. Then what I can do is create a little area off to the left here, and I'll create Grezzel's den there, and then there'll be a eatery with maybe a little area to sit down and have some food. I'll do, I think maybe like Ogamar burgers I can create, and then I have the ship coming up. Well, it all part of the theme there for the flume ride and OelGrez's little area over there. So we got a little performance area. It turned out pretty good. That's kind of cool. And I just kind of like playing around with it. Now I need to get back to doing the subs. Okay, let's go please. Good job everybody. Okay, put this one in the can. And post, put it in the can and on the shelf. ELAstudio N Sons, Phyled, OelGrez, Gwinn, and Jack. Thank you for watching, and thank you for following. I did it.